Good morning and welcome to another episode of Sport Update on AYOGEN TV. I'm Adewusi Oladeji Habib. This is another episode of Sport Update Tuesday Extra, where we give it to you back to back on what is happening all around sports, ranging from wrestling, tennis, world of soccer, basketball, and the likes. But today, I will be taking it up from the grassroots Nigerian Professional Premier League. Yesterday, my darling club, the Shooting Star Football Club of Ibadan, defeat the Eyimba Football Club of Aba by 2-0. And we have some others outstanding results coming in from the Nigerian Professional Premier League. Rivers United defeat Niger Tornadoes by 3-0, while Wiki Tories and Atland of Owerri played out a goalless draw. Plateau United played 1-0 against Raymond Stars. And today, Nasarawa United will host Dakar FC. And tomorrow, Kano Pillars and Sunshine Stars of Akura, the club which Harmony is supporting, will be slugging it out on Wednesday, while the Aba Warriors and Mountain of Fire Ministry will be playing it out together on Wednesday. Let me quickly take you back to the world of wrestling, where we'll be giving you what is happening around the wrestling world. We have Osaka, which is back on board, and Osaka is playing a drill matches coming up in some weeks' time. Osaka, who has always been around and who has actually been absent for some times due to the pregnancy he had. And we have some interesting stories from the world ranking, which is fixed extend leads battles to seconds. Iguaz extend his leads as world number 1 on Monday after winning 4th straight title at the weekend in Stuttgart. While Poland Battles climbed second in the WWE ranking. Poland Swaski who took over at the top from Ashley Barley after the Austrian retired last month, trashed Ashley and Pakistan in the final in Stuttgart on Sunday. Spanish Battle moved to a career high ranking by reaching the semi-final in German before losing to Sabalenka. British Emma Rikuda edge closed to breaking into the top 10 after a run to the quarterfinal of the same event. WTA rankings. We have Iga Swiatek taking the leads. We have Paulo Badosa on the second, and we have Baro Kavriroka on third. We have Avrin Sabalenka on fourth. We have Marian Sakaraki with fifth. And the third three at the log table is Ellen Rabika, Angelico Macaba, and Lienam Fernandez. Asuka returns to WE Raw in a segment with Becky Lynch. Former WWE Raw Women's Champion returns to TV tonight for the first time since closing the title at Wrestling Minor. Liancha recently said that she hasn't been on Raw lately because she refused to appear until she won her title back. Launch started a promo about vacating the title 3 years ago. She doesn't know who she is without the title. Lianch added that she is at rock bottom, but this means that this is the start of the legendary comeback, and she reminded everyone that she is still a wheel when she is insulted. And quickly, tonight we're having a Uefa Champions League matches, which I and my guests will be discussing about football today as regards the Uefa Champions League matches coming up between Manchester City Football Club of England and the Real Madrid of Spain. Here with me in studio is Morakio Ahmed. Morakio on Tuesday's Extra.
Good morning, Mr. SB. To all viewers, all of you, stay tuned because this program. My name is Morak Ahmed.
Tonight, Manchester City and Real Madrid will be playing at the Etihad Stadium, a semi-final of this year UEFA Champions League. We all see what leads to the team coming up to UEFA Champions League semi-final. Manchester City has to beat Atletico Madrid by 1-0 and play out a goal in the second leg. We are Real Madrid with the Chelsea Football Club of England that defeat Chelsea by 3-1 at Stamford Bridge. Santiago Bernabeu before Real Madrid progress on the aggregate. Tonight, Real Madrid and Manchester City. Let's start from the East. Three assets that Real Madrid has always had the most ranking at UEFA Champions League semi-finals, and the highest goal scoring players in UEFA Champions League semi-final is Cristiano Ronaldo with 21 goals. But tonight it will be another story where Cristiano Ronaldo's Manchester United is nowhere to be found, and if care is not taken, they are not going to participate in the coming as Manchester United is struggling in the English Premier League. Tonight, Manchester City and Madrid. What's your view, Ahmed?
As a matter of fact, in 2020-2022 UEFA Champions League is one of the most interesting competition in the last 8 years. The reason why I said it is just that look at the semi-final fixture in the likes of Manchester City that has now won the league before, Real Madrid 13 times winner and one time 4 back-to-back winner, and then Liverpool, the highest winner in England as far as the competition is concerned. Villarreal won it once, and the most interesting thing there is just that seeing Villarreal progressing to the UEFA Champions League semi-final for the first time in 27 years. Imagine beating Bayern Munich, beating Juventus, knocking out Bayern Munich, knocking out Juventus, and a lot of teams. Manchester City versus Real Madrid is going to be a very interesting clash tonight because no one even expects Real Madrid will be here. Although their league form is very interesting, but as far as UEFA Champions League is concerned, this season, they struggle before they could get out of their group with the Inter, Sheriff from Turkey, and a lot. So tonight, there's no favorite. As a matter of fact, no one can predict that maybe this is the favorite that Manchester City will win.
Don't forget, Real Madrid actually played a kind of attacking football, same as Manchester City. But the kind of attacking football which Manchester City is playing is like of a slowing game, which they like to catch up with opponents. But Real Madrid always depend on counter-attack because they rely solely on Karim Benzema. And presently, Kelly Walker and Joe Stone will be missing this match tonight. Do you still, like you said, I want us to look at it from that angle that the two sides is a kind of attacking team. But who have the edge of threatening each other in this encounter tonight?
As a matter of fact, in counter-attack, Real Madrid are much more better than Manchester City. But in holding possession, Manchester City is one of the, in fact, are the best team presently in the world in a tiki-taka formation. They hold possession, they punish you with the ball. Because when you are facing an opponent with playing counter-attack and you are with the ball 5-7 minutes, it is going to be very difficult for the team you are meeting, I mean your opponent. That will be very difficult for Real Madrid tonight. Although 2-3 counter-attack is only okay for Real Madrid to win the game or to score. Whereas Manchester City sometimes might play 15 shots, 20 shots, and at the end of the day, they might only get 1 goal or 2 goals. But as a matter of fact, the match is going to be a very, very interesting match tonight.
Another interesting news coming up is that Casemiro and David Alaba will be missing the clash tonight. Don't you think it will be a very big blow for Real Madrid to miss Casemiro with what he played against Chelsea?
It will be a very big blow for Real Madrid. As far as the UEFA Champions League is concerned this season, I think there is no defensive midfielder
like Casemiro.
The guy is a versatile utility player and can make a long pass. A lot of good qualities a defensive midfielder can possess are all packed into Casemiro. But I think Real Madrid still have a young, talented utility player who can play as a forward, as a winger forward, a central midfielder, a central attacking midfielder, and also a defensive midfielder, which is Valverde. Valverde that play as a winger against Chelsea. That guy can also play as blocking for tonight.
Before we move forward, let me quickly give our viewers at home some interesting moments in the UEFA Champions League semi-final. Like I said, the most appearance in the UEFA Champions League semi-final is Real Madrid with 16 appearances, followed by Barcelona with 12 appearances. Bayern Munich also have 12 appearances to their cards. Chelsea Football Club of England had 8 appearances. Juventus had 7 appearances, while Manchester United has 7 appearances. I think Real Madrid will be adding it to 16 tonight with the appearance in the UEFA Champions League semi-final. And most goals scored in the UEFA Champions League, like I said, Real Madrid has always the topping with 36 goals, followed by Bayern Munich 30 goals, Juventus 30 goals, Barcelona with 24 goals, and Manchester United with 21 goals. biggest semi-final win so far. I think Barcelona has met their worst nightmare in semi-final twice, lost in 4 goals to nil. Let's see what we have. Bayern Munich beat Barcelona by 4 goals to nil on April 23rd, 2013 by 4 goals to nil. While Bayern Munich were defeated by Real Madrid with same score line with 4 goals to nil by Real Madrid on April 29, 2014 in the season which Bayern Munich defeats Barcelona the following season. Real Madrid actually put a suffering defeat on them too. And Liverpool also defeats Barcelona by 4 goals to nil. Like I said, Barcelona has met their worst nightmare in semi-final twice. Defeats them by 4 goals to nil in May 7, 2019. And most consecutive semi-finals we have is Real Madrid with 8, Barcelona with 6, and Bayern Munich with 5. And most semi-final goals, like I said, Cristiano Ronaldo is topping the charts with 13 goals, which has actually played for Manchester United and Real Madrid with the couple it together. We have Roberto Lewandowski with 7. He played for Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich. We have Alexander Del Piero with 5, playing for Juventus. We have Jared Littmann for Ajax with 5. We have Karim Benzema for Real Madrid with 5. We have Thomas Muller for Bayern Munich with 4. We have Arjen Robben for Bayern Munich with 4. We have Andriy Shevchenko playing for Dynamo Kiev and AC Milan with 4 goals. And we have Zidane, the former Gifa of Real Madrid with 4, which actually played for Juventus and Real Madrid. Most semi-final matches, we have 21 for Cristiano Ronaldo, has appeared 21 times in the Uefa Champions League semi-final, followed by Xabi Alonso with 17. We have the present Barcelona coach Xavi Hernandez with 16s. We have Sergio Ramos with 16s. We have Thomas Muller with 15. We have Iker Casillas with 14. We have Lionel Andres Messi with 15. We have Dani Alves with 14. We have John Terry, the former captain of Chelsea Football Club with 14s. We have Edwin van der Sar, the former goalkeeper of Manchester United with 14 appearances. We have Victor Fades, the former Barcelona goalkeeper with 14s. We have Toni Kroos with 14, and we have Karim Benzema with 14. Like I said, we are still on the topic to this morning, which is Real Madrid against Manchester City. Looking at the two coach, success so far, Carlo Ancelotti is a successful coach when it comes to Uefa Champions League. Same with Pep Guardiola, is a master class when it comes to tactical prowess in football. Which of these men do you think we have the edge tonight?
As a matter of fact, Real Madrid versus Manchester City, Carlo Ancelotti is a very good coach with a lot of experience due to his age. And Pep Guardiola, in terms of tactics in football today, no other coach you can only be near him, but you can't be successful than him in terms of tactics. But tonight, Manchester City versus Real Madrid, Manchester City have the higher edge to win the game more than Real Madrid. But in Champions League football, never ever write Real Madrid off, because you wouldn't believe what they are capable of doing. Imagine from 3-0 down, knocking Juventus down in 2017, beating highly the defending champion Chelsea in the quarter-final stage, beating them in front of their fans 3-1. Then at Santiago Bernabeu, 8 minutes before full time, Real Madrid overturned the result from 3-0 down
to 3-2,
level to 3-1, then beating them 4-3 on aggregate, 5-3 and 5-4 on aggregates at 106 minutes. So in Champions League football, always fear Real Madrid. No matter the position, no matter the form they are, they can do and undo as far as Uefa Champions League is concerned. That's Real Madrid for you.
Real Madrid for you. Real Madrid has always been known to, when it comes to extra time, they always have extra energy. Like a friend of mine used to say that you can never overpower Real Madrid when it comes to extra time. Let me quickly take you to the world of tennis. We have Rudy Kahn split with Coach Belt after 5 months. Rudy Kahn, US Open champions, Emma Rudy Kahn has split with German coach Toban Belt after working with him for 5 months. The BBC reported on Tuesday. Rudy Kahn appointed Belt as her coach in November after she had parted ways with Andrew Richardson's following a surprise trump at a Flushing Meadows, where she became the first qualifier to win Grand Slam. The 19-year-old said she needed a new training model and that Britain's Lawn Tennis Association, LTA, could support her in the interim. He further stated, I want to thank Tobat for his coaching, professionalism, and dedication over the last half years. This is what he said during his BBC interview, as saying in statement. Giorgio Chiellini just make his declaration yesterday that he's making sure that he's quitting the stage for football. Giorgio Chiellini is a fine player when it comes to Italy and Juventus as a whole. But now Giorgio Chiellini is calling it a day in the game of football. Dino, what can you say about this beautiful defender, Giorgio Chiellini?
What a beautiful moment in football. Football will be losing Giorgio Chiellini in a couple of weeks. In fact, the man really tried as far as football is concerned. These are very interesting news because we are still wanting more. In the likes
he
of
even said his final match for Italy will come up against Argentina at Wembley
that was
in June
1st.
Yes, which are the Uefa European champion and the Copa at the what's it called? Copas will be meeting together to play for the first time.
In football, nowadays, age is what that really affects player. As a matter of fact, we all know Cristiano Ronaldo, we all know Lionel Messi. Comparing their current performance to the last 4, 5, 6 years, you can see that it is a way different from each other. So about Giorgio Chiellini, it is time for Baba to rest, because in a system whereby you play the football 15, 16, 17 years, I think Chiellini has been on the pitch in the late 90s, around 1999 to 2000. More than 20 years now that he has been playing for Italy, from Sampdoria to Fiorentina to Juventus and a lot of football clubs before staying personally at Juventus. And as far as achievement is concerned, Chiellini really tried. So to quit football, I think this is the best time for him because even age.
There is an English proverb which says that when the occasion is loud, you actually quit the stage. Let me quickly, before we come back to what we are discussing, yesterday, Italian Serie A, Sassuolo, were defeated by 2-1 by Juventus at their home stadium. And in the English Premier League, Crystal Palace played out a goalless draw. Some Spanish newspaper here, Real Madrid trained at Etihad Stadium yesterday evening ahead of their crunch game against Manchester City. Carlo Ancelotti, I love smoking till a while ago, but then I quit now and I enjoy chewing gum. You will see Baba chewing gum at the touchline. It is very obvious saying that Pep Guardiola and Manchester City, Real Madrid, if you have to play against their history, we won't stand a chance. They are better at that, but we have a desire to compete against team. It is an incredible test. You know, Pep Guardiola is actually letting people know that Real Madrid has what it takes to be in semi-final, but at least they have to contend against them. Don't you see that Pep Guardiola is trying to play the mind game with Carlo Ancelotti?
It is just the reality. It's not a matter of mind game. Manchester City have only appeared in the UEFA Champions League final once, and they lost to Chelsea. That was last season. Compared to his 17 times UEFA Champions League final appearance, and they won 13 out of the 17. So it is far better than each other. But this is football. This is UEFA Champions League. Anything can happen. You can't judge anything until the first leg, the second leg, 90 minutes at Santiago Bernabeu. That is when we will know who is who.
Okay, David Alaba has 60% to place today. Casemiro 30. Ferland Mendy will play for sure. Like I said, it is doubtful to know whether Casemiro and David Alaba will play. Casemiro inclusion in today's games look likely, as Cruz are likely to occupy his positions. Do you think bringing Toni Kroos to occupy Casemiro's position is a very good decision from Carlo Ancelotti?
It's a very good decision because as far as Real Madrid is concerned, they only have 4 midfielder options, which are Valverde, Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, and Casemiro. And a key important player is missing now, so he must be replaced with a key important player as well, which is Toni Kroos, because Toni Kroos is the best player to play that position. Oh, they're having a young talented player also.
Camavinga, we have Camavinga, and we have Valverde.
In terms of football these days, young player can only try based on their ability and performance but not experience. And in Champions League football, you needed a lot of experienced players.
With what even Carlo Ancelotti said yesterday, they are planning to make sure that Casemiro, Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, or probably Cavamenga occupied that midfield because of the midfield prowess of Manchester City. Do you think these three players can overpower the likes of Kevin De Bruyne's, Phil Foden's, and Fernandinho?
Let's just be realistic to ourselves. In football today, even if you are using 4-5-1 formation against Manchester City or against a team in which Pep Guardiola is coaching, you can overpower their midfielders. You can overpower their defense line. You can defend against them to prevent them not to score, but not in the midfield position. Guardiola also, he is a midfielder when he was playing, and since the beginning of his football career, he always focused on the midfield. Take a look at Barcelona. We're having Sergio Busquets, Xavi, and Iniesta back there. You can never, even if you are defeating them 4-0, 5-0, you can never overpower them. So even Carlos Ancelotti using 4 midfielders today, he can't overpower the combination of Bernardo Silva, Rodri, De Bruyne, or Gundogan, De Bruyne, Rodri, or Fernandinho, Bernardo Silva, and Gundogan. That's just the reality.
That's just the realistic. Let me quickly take this news from Manchester United. Manchester United are ready to let Alex Telles and Marcus Rashford to Barcelona as a part of a potential deal to sign Frank de Jong. I'm pretty sure Amedino is a Barcelona fan. Do you think this will happen? Will Xavi Hernandez allow this to happen? Bringing in Marcus Rashford and Alex Telles in pursuit of Frank de Jong.
One thing I just like in that transfer is just that the age of both the players involved. Frank de Jong is 24 years, Alex Telles is 23, and Marcus Rashford is 24. And as a matter of fact, in midfield football today, Barcelona, no matter their form, you can't write them off. Even it is very easy for them to just go and bring a 16, 17 years old from the academy and fix it into the midfield position, and he will perform very well. Look at Gavi. They were nowhere to be found in the last 5-6 months. They just came. His first appearance for Barcelona, he was 17 years and 11 days. And see the talent he's bringing in, Nico Gonzalez and a lot. And in the Marcus Rashford and Alex Telles area, Alex Telles played as a left back for Manchester United, and in a position that Barcelona is suffering right now, left back position is one of the key, because they're having Jordi Alba there with 34 years old, is gradually losing form, fading away. And also Marcus Rashford, presently now, Marcus Rashford's form is not good, but in young players, there is still high chance of probability that he will improve in a matter of weeks. Look at Ousmane Dembele, played 3 years for Barcelona, 3 seasons for Barcelona. He only have 7 assists in joints in 3 seasons. And now when he catch up his form under Xavi, between January and April now, in 11 games, Ousmane Dembele has already provided 10 assists and 2 goals just in a matter of 11 games.
Yes,
so there's a high probability that Marcus
Rashford
can improve and even compete at the level of Kylian Mbappe in the next season and in the next 2 seasons.
Okay, let me take a journey to Spanish. My plane is landing at Barcelona. Barcelona confirms as Sergio Dest is out again with an hamstring injury. The US international is likely to miss the rest of the seasons. What a very awful news that Sergio Dest will miss. Barcelona will bring in 6 or 7 players this summer, according to Diario Sport. Xavi Hernandez won 2 high-quality players for every position and is planning to strengthen the defense and midfield attack. Like Amedino said, Barcelona need to strengthen their defense midfield. But presently, you have a very good crop of players at midfield. Do Barcelona still need midfielders?
Yes, they still need midfielder. In attacking football today, no matter how versatile your player should be, you need an attacking midfielder that will try to move the ball forward close to the opponent's box 18. Look at Kevin De Bruyne at Manchester City. That is where he is spectacular as far as midfield football is concerned. Higher than other players. We only have Pedri in that position that can do such a thing. But in terms of this, you still have to use a player who has the experience, who has the ability, and is a quite 23, 24 years old. Pedri is just 19. So Barcelona still need an experienced player to fit in the attacking midfield football role.
Like I said, Manchester United is interested in Frank de Jong. Even Barcelona is ready to keep him because of his priority to play in the Uefa Champions League. Dino, let's quickly talk about the downfall that has met Barcelona in some couple of days. They've already lost three straight matches, 3-2 to Eintracht Frankfurt, 1 goes to 0 to Zedis, and 1 goes to 0 to Rayo Vallecano. I think all these are happening at the Camp Nou, and this is unexpected, something we've never seen before in history. Barcelona losing 3 straight matches at home. What do you think is happening to Xavi Hernandez? What do you think is happening to Barcelona team entirely? Xavi Hernandez has make sure that Barcelona go 13 matches unbeaten, but now they are back to winning 3 matches. Losing 3 matches in a row, and at home at a time.
Xavi Hernandez is just a coach, and although he is good, but in terms of experience, he's still inexperienced because a coach that has just obtained the job, started the coaching job in the last 2 to 3 years back, and he started from a very interesting and a simple league, I can say. Imagine a coach coaching outside of Qatar, comparing the quality of the tournament, their league, and a lot of matches, while to English Premier League, Spanish La Liga, and German Bundesliga, he is still trying for now. Although since he was appointed, Barcelona has been struggling in home fixtures, in which I think he will find a better solution for that in the next few weeks. He was appointed at December, and this is April, and we saw a lot of differences of Barcelona under the last coach and presently. He obtained the job when Barcelona was 13 points behind Real Madrid at 9th position, and now they are in 2nd position. And even if they draw the 4 remaining fixtures, they are still good to go to the Champions League football. Although their priority is to finish 2nd, so they will be able to play the Spanish Super Cup with the champion next season. But if things still go wrong, I think finishing 3rd is still okay. Then they will be able to compete for Uefa Champions League next season. They are preparing to have a better team because they already signed 2 players out of the 6 possible players, and I think they are desperate to bring in more players. Christensen of Chelsea deal has already been completed. Frankie Kessié of AC Milan deal in the midfield position to replace or to help Sergio Busquets.
Sergio Busquets
is also
an aged player.
Yes, and it's also saying that it seems there is 80% sure that he will be going to the Major League Soccer at the end of this season.
Just to finish his career. Yeah. We have some interesting news from transfer window all the way from Paris Saint-Germain. We have Paris Saint-Germain is set to sell 6 to 7 players from their squad. We have Jan Drasler, we have Apedis, we have Kovacs, and we have Keza. Do you think it is right for Paris Saint-Germain to let go of Jan Drasler?
It is right. Jan Drasler is not a starting lineup, and most of the time, unless if Neymar and Messi, Di Maria are not fit, those are when Jan Drasler was always remembered to maybe come in or just play. They don't need to keep a lot of players that, you know, these are not even the second team option.
Exactly. That's particular what I want to emphasize, that all these players are not even a starting lineup players. Yeah. So they should allow them to leave so that they can have enough chance of playing, so that they can represent their country when it comes to international scene. Yeah. To Chelsea, just let me say the saddening news to Chelsea Football Club of England, because Anthony Rudiger will be leaving Chelsea at the end of season. Even Thomas Tuchel has confirmed that Anthony Rudiger will be leaving Chelsea, and he's expected to sign a 4-year contract with Real Madrid. The signing will only be made official after the current season ends, with €9 million plus at 1 per season. Dino, Rudiger leaving Chelsea for Real Madrid after losing Andrew Christensen to Barcelona. Don't you think that this is going to be a very big blow to Chelsea Football Club of England? Because the last match which they lost the match they played before the last match which they lost to Arsenal, people actually said Thomas Tuchel actually gambled by not playing his best defensive players, the likes of Rudiger, the likes of Thiago Silva. If something like this is happening when Rudiger is still in the club, what will happen when he leaves the club? Do you see Chelsea still like things fall apart for Chelsea if Rudiger signed up for Real Madrid?
As far as Chelsea's defensive line is concerned, aside Thiago Silva's experience and a lot of civilization playing in the Real League, Cesar's greater experience and commitment to the club, Antonio Rudiger is just the best defender and the most hardworking defender as far as
Chelsea Football Club is
concerned. The truth is just that Chelsea really fucked up because what the player is demanding was just £250,000 a weekly wages. Chelsea is offering him 100,000 and trying to increase it to 170,000. And with the player of Rudiger, the type of Rudiger is, you can't imagine Harry Maguire of Manchester United, even despite his form, earning 375,000 weekly wages.
Despite his low-key form.
Yes, at Manchester United. Even hadn't been Barcelona could be able to afford the money of the weekly wages of Rudiger, I would have said 300,000 weekly wages is not too much for...
Barcelona is actually battling with financial instability. So but I think Chelsea too is trying to play it on the safer side because presently they don't have a owner. And, sealing up a deal with Rudiger might have boomerang in future. In
terms of paying player salary, Chelsea are still on the old system of play. Because football nowadays you will use a big money to buy a player, then you will still use a big money to entice him. The weekly wages must be attractive. So that's just with football. Because footballers also do compare and contrast. Imagine me being your best player, receiving maybe 100,000 weekly wages, and comparing myself to a player who is not even better than half of what my performance is receiving 200,000, 250,000. So I will actually demand more.
Definitely, we actually demand more.
Yes, I will demand more. That is the case between Rudiger and Chelsea.
Okay, Ronaldo Araujo will renew his contract with Barca until 2026. The player will have a release clause of €1 billion. The agreement will be signed between the players' camp and the club this possibly Friday, and that's a very good news to Barcelona. I hope Amedino love it. Barcelona and Gavi agent will not meet this week for the players' renewal. The meeting will take place in May. Probably even May is coming up next week because the week is running. The month is running to an end. Sergio Roberto has accepted Barca offer to extend his contract for one more season. Roberto will stay in Barcelona. I think these are very good news to hear, Dino. Manchester United are interested in signing Gavi to replace Pogba. However, there is no official bid yet, and I'm pretty sure your club will not even release Gavi for Manchester United.
Barcelona must not joke with Gavi.
Presently, Gavi is a bright prize. He's a very good player.
I think the Bayern Munich has already submitted the offer yesterday of 80 million naira and
for Gavi.
Yeah, 80 million pounds, and they are ready to offer the player a huge 300,000 pounds weekly wages for a player of just 17 years old.
They actually want to entice him to come to
Bayern but I think Gavi has been in Barcelona since the age of 6, attending their juvenile A, juvenile B, and then La Masia before promoting them to senior team. These are the reason why those players are always have their 100% commitment to the Barcelona. I can't compare him to the young that was bought 70 million from Ajax. Even if he is existing to Manchester United tomorrow, that won't be a surprise for me.
Because he's not a bona fide player of Barcelona.
You can see Sergio Busquets. He has been promoted under Pep Guardiola, under Frank Rijkaard, as 2002. From 2002 to 2022 years, that's 20 years.
Lionel
Messi was promoted. Gerard Piqué was promoted, loaning to Manchester United. Then they brought it back. Andre Iniesta was promoted. Xavi was promoted. So those are the qualities we have to look comparing to other players leaving the club.
In big clubs.
So I don't see Gavi leaving
Barcelona. Lewandowski agent pinning Sevilla has already informed Barca that the Polish striker could be willing to lower his wages to play for the Bulgarians. Do you think this is going to be a permanent signing if, peradventure, it happens, Roberto Lewandowski leaving Bayern Munich for Barcelona? As
a matter of fact, the deal of Lewandowski and Barcelona is about 80% done. Because I read the news last night that his wife has been calling some of our friends at Barcelona that they should be teaching her the Spanish language and the Espanol language. You see, there will be a lot of discussion going on between her and her husband to that extent, before that extent that she should be trying to learn those language. But the funnest part of it there to me is just that how Robert Lewandowski will leave Bayern Munich with a lot of prize and then join a struggling team, because Barcelona is just a struggling team presently. Let's just be realistic. They are not the best club they have been, but I think if the deal happens, it will be a very interesting one. So it could help Aubameyang, because the exit door for Martin Braithwaite and Memphis Depay has already opened, because Barcelona still need to make some money on those players who are not part of service project. So Lewandowski to Barcelona is a very interesting deal, although I'm not too happy because of his age. Robert Lewandowski now is 32 years, and you signing a striker of 32, you can't expect him to play for you for the next 3-4 years. And while building a team, you must build a team around a player who has a lot of years left on his age, probably 24, 25, 26 years old. But you building a team around 32, 33 years caliber of player, it's just somehow look on my own end.
Okay, let me quickly take us to the locked away in the Nigerian Professional Premier League. Like I said, a lot of matches came up yesterday. We still have matches coming up today and tomorrow, and matches will comes up. In the Nigerian Professional Premier League, Rivers United is still staying on top with 55 points, where we have Plateau United sitting second with 51 points. Enugu Rangers are sitting on third with 41 points. Raymond Stars of Ogun State is sitting fourth with 40 points. Aqua United with fifth with 39 points. Kwara United is sixth with 37 points. We have Sunshine Star Football Club of Korea, the club which Harmony is supporting, are sitting on the 7th with 36 points. Gombe United with 35 points on 8th. Eyimba Football Club of Aba, which was beaten by my darling football club yesterday by 2-0, sits on 9 with 35 points. And we have a Wiki Tourist with 35 points. My darling football club, Shooting Star, is sitting on 11 on the log with 33 points. And the three teams that is battling with the relegations, we have Castina United with 24 points. Kano Pillars, a former champions of Nigerian Professional Premier League, is sitting at the relegations zone with 23 points. We have Mountain of Fire Ministry with 23 points. Adino, Kano Pillars, which we've always known to be a very good team, same as Eyimba Football Club of Aba, are now struggling to meet up in the Nigerian professional leagues. And don't forget, people have always observed that only home team has always been winning, and where away team has always been struggling to defeat the home team. What can you say about the Nigerian professional leagues? Don't you think this is a high time for them to improve, to match up with the likes of South African leagues, the likes of every other individual leagues around the globe?
The most interesting part of Nigeria Professional Football League now is just that we have been having changes of champions, because in the last couple of years, we all know Eyimba of Aba and Kano Pillars are only the dominant team of the Nigeria Professional Football League. But look at this season now, we're having Raymond Stars, Shooting Star of Ibadan, Highly on Fire, and even the most interesting part of it is that Rivers United finished 15th position last season, but now I think they re-strategized and buy a lot of players. They are now the league leaders, and they already have 6 to 7 away games out of the 23 games so far this season. About the away team not winning in the Nigeria Professional Football League, I think it is quite different rather than before, because in a whole season before, you can only record maybe just 8 away wins out of around 200 plus fixtures. But in this season, Rivers United already have 7 away wins. Even Shooting Star of Ibadan have around maybe 3 away wins.
Yes, we were able to make it.
So we just need, probably the security operative need to work more on the guidance of the officials, because officials are the god of football in any arm. They can do and undo. They are the one that will dictate a match. So when the home team pressure are on them, these are where the Nigerian Premier League officials usually made a lot of mistakes, made a lot of errors because of their own life.
Officials needs to upgrade.
Yes.
Okay, before we leave on board, because our time has fast spent on this segment, but then I want us to just a sentence from you, Dino, on a Liverpool performance so far with Manchester City at the English Premier League log. Liverpool has played 14 straight matches unbeaten, and still they are separate with 1 point with Manchester City. And don't forget, Liverpool actually defeats Manchester City at the semi-final of FA Cup to make it up to the final with Chelsea. Do you still think Manchester City will run away with the Premier League title?
The Premier League title is still open, and in the last 4 games towards the end of the season, it is always a very interesting scene, as we all know, as we know about the league. Then a relegation team needed just 1 point will be giving a team needed just 1 point to win the league a problem. Team that also want to enter the top 4, by all means, will be trying to have a lot of interesting performance against the bigger teams. But as far as Premier League is concerned, it is still open to any of the Liverpool or Manchester City till the end of the Judgment Day, which is the week 38 last fixtures.
Okay, let me quickly give us some log tables updates in the English Premier League. We have Manchester City sitting with 80 points in the English Premier League log. They already played 33 matches, win 25, draw 5, and lost 3. We have Liverpool with 79 points, 1 point separating Manchester City and Liverpool. Liverpool has also played 33 matches, won 24, draw 7, lose 2. We have Chelsea with 32 matches played, won 19, draw 8, lost 5 with 65 points, which are 5 points separating them from Arsenal. Arsenal sit on the 4th with 33 matches played, won 19, draw 3, lost 11 with 60 points on the English Premier League table. Let me quickly take us to La Liga Santander. We have Real Madrid sitting with 78 points, Barcelona with 63 points, second Sevilla with third with 63 points. 2 Sevilla and Barcelona sharing the same points. We have Atletico Madrid with 61 points sitting on 4th, and we have Real Betis with 5th sitting with 57 points. In Bundesliga, Bayern Munich has already gone home with the Bundesliga title, making them to win 11 straight Bundesliga title, which Thomas Müller has 10 in his bag. Bayern Munich with 75 points, having played 31 matches. Dortmund with 63 points, having played 21 matches. Bayern Leverkusen with 55 points, having played 31 matches. And RB Leipzig with 31 matches with 54 points. And SS Freiburg with 31 matches with 52 points. Here we will be dropping the curtain on Sport Update Extra on Tuesday. Before then, Amedino, your words to our viewers at home.
Thank you very much to our viewers. Always do sports. My word of advice is just that you always participate in sporting activities, either athletics, going to the gym, playing football in any or training, because football, sports in general, is just the key advantage to human health. Thank you. We'll meet in the next edition of Sporting Updates.
Until Thursday, let me say Thursday, that will still be coming your way on Sport Extra Thursday. I'm Adewusi Oladeji. Keep doing sports always.